I love to cook ever since I was very little. I was really lucky to find food and to find cooking and a career in it because I feel like it kind of saved my life. My cookbook is really a collection of short stories. The book really gets into the emotions, the history, the story behind a lot of the food that I cook. So I hope that people read the book as a storybook and then are inspired to cook the recipes. I developed this recipe really because I used to make this recipe with my grandmother and my mother when I was younger. I wanted to take mustard greens and collard greens, cook them in a way like my mother would make Spanakopita with spinach, and I figured, why don't I utilize the foods and the produce that's nice and fresh where I live in the South to create that same recipe. I was born in Israel and I grew up in Philadelphia, and now I live in the South and I've lived in Italy. So my cooking really does kind of reflect all of these different moments in my life. I really pull influences from where I've lived and what I've been inspired by. So it's kind of like this rolling history that lives within inside of me that I can always kind of pull from. I love using an induction cooktop because I feel like you have really a good amount of control over the heat. Once you learn what each number does, you can kind of program it and it works very well. The filling for the Spanakopita is a mixture of an onion and jalapeno and pine nuts. I wanted the Spanakopita to really pop in flavor, and so we've added a little lemon zest and lemon juice to the recipe to give it that extra pop. And I put a little bit of nutmeg in there as well. All different types of greens that have been washed and chopped. Feta cheese. I then mix it with egg. As it cooks, it really kind of binds together into a filling. A special trick for pulling off this dish is make sure that your phyllo dough doesn't get too dry. It can be very hard to work with when it dries out and starts to break apart. I take the phyllo dough and I brush every layer with melted butter. I'll do about 10 layers on the bottom, sprinkle a little bit of pecorino cheese on there, and then put my green mixture in the middle, and then 10 more layers on top. It's a very repetitive process. Once I get the Spanakopita into the casserole dish, I fold over the edges so that they don't burn, and then I score it with a knife, and that way you get all these really crispy edges. So I like to do that to get the highest crisp factor possible. I'm the owner of Pomegranate Hospitality. I have 2 restaurants. One is called Saba, it means grandfather, and it's in New Orleans, and we serve modern Israeli cuisine. And at Safta, which is in Denver, that means grandmother in Hebrew. There, we also do modern Israeli food, but it's more geared towards recipes that my grandmother taught me how to make. Really soulful food, very good for sharing. With phyllo dough, you have to be very careful because if the temperature isn't well calibrated, it can burn very easily. This oven's great and cooked it to a beautiful golden brown. I typically serve this dish warm. Right out of the oven, I'll let it cool down for about 20 minutes and pass it around the table. The unique details of this dish, I think, are lots of layers of texture. The creaminess of the feta and the greens, accompanied by the crunch of the nuts and the crispy pastry, all kind of coming together to create a lot of different textures and flavors in the dish. So good. That's perfect. Sorry, I ate the whole piece.